Thank you for taking the time to click on L.O.R.E. Please subscribe here and don't forget to follow us on twitch.tv/LoreLivePlay.
The province of Talantis, a lush landscape almost untouched by civilization. A prime example of nature thriving, domineering the slow-growing settlements on its fringes.
It is here that something new has begun to take shape. Creatures not native, nor natural by evolutionary means have made themselves known to curious outward eyes.
Curiosity, however, should be shared with a side of caution. These creatures show much aggression, are exceedingly territorial, and have presented themselves as a problem for many. But maybe not for a few whose paths have yet to be determined.
Whether or not these individuals walk the paths that will be presented to them,
Events will unfold as they will.
No one is ever appropriately called to action
but these few,
Will have a hand
in uncovering
the guise of
of
these
these
new
new
untamed
untamed
beasts.
Greetings! Welcome to L.O.R.E and tonight's session of the Guise of Untamed Beasts. I am your Dungeon Master, Mathew Garro, and with me are my players for this adventure. Again, never know where everybody is on my screen, so we'll go this way this time. We'll start off with DG.
Oh, hello. I'm DG, the boy with the laptop dying faster than a horsefly. I play Azazel. He's a hobgoblin wizard. And good news for your viewers out there, this is the last session where I'll have to use my laptop. So, hey, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. We're hoping to all be able to see your lovely, beautiful face in crystal clear color on whatever sort of platform you're going to be using.
Yeah, we're either going to gain so many or lose so many subscribers. We'll see.
Instead of
Think
Photoshop's
positive.
color stencils.
Oh, true.
Next up, we have Ryan.
Oh, hello. Hello, my name is Ryan K, aka Ryan K Plays. I am in this game as well. No, I'm playing Zorul. What was that? I just went through puberty like yesterday. I'm playing Zorul, the Tree Speaker, a Goliath druid, and hoping that we won't die tonight.
Maybe. We'll have to see how you guys react. But next up, we have Jody.
Oh, hello there. I'm Jody Krangle. I'm playing a human cleric named L.O.R.E Rose. There you go.
That's a good name.
Yes. And everything is better with cookies.
Hmm.
Just saying.
Yes.
I'd have to go upstairs on my break and get some later because I don't have any tonight.
No cookies.
That is a travesty.
I know, right?
Mhm.
I gotta live up to L.O.R.E's expectations.
You definitely do.
And last but not least, we have Chris.
Oh, hello there. I'm Chris Ferguson, and I will be playing Trovik, the confused barbarian minotaur that thinks he is an orc.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say bourbon. And I was like, confused bourbon?
Oh.
A confused bourbon that thinks it's a whiskey. Wait.
Unfortunately, Sarah will not be able to continue due to conflicting schedules, but maybe in the future, who knows? But for now, we don't have Sarah, at least for an extended period of time. But alas, we will continue on with the players we have so far. Maybe we'll get more in the future. Maybe we'll get less. I don't know. We'll see how the game goes as from session to session based
It'll
on
be a
what these guys do.
survivor thing. Last man standing.
Yeah, last man standing. Sure, let's go with that. Time to change up the themes, guys.
Last mini standing.
But before we begin, I'd like to talk about Extra Life. It's a program for local children's Miracle Network hospitals to help raise money through Twitch and the gaming community. We have linked up with Penn State Children's Hospital with a goal of raising $500 in donations this year, which we did do, by the way. But we could always raise more because, you know, they always could use the funding. But how do we do that? How do we get you to, donate a couple dollars here and there? Through natural ones. For every natural one rolled, you will hear this sound.
Bruh.
Okay. it just changes up every so now and again.
We
It
never
always
know what the
catches you up.
sound is going to be. They added in post, actually.
That's right. Blame it on this audio guy.
Yeah, these are pre-recorded. My video's just that bad.
Oh, wow.
You should see it before they touch it up.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's just a black static screen.
Oh, man.
EG doesn't actually exist. He's just an image on a screen.
Yeah,
Computer.
Generated.
Render image. Render image.
AI.
really bad render.
It doesn't work
But-
that way, Chris.
Pay no
I'm
mind to the man behind the curtain.
I'm a very realistic VTuber avatar on a very bad PC, so it's having some trouble rendering me.
Either that or you're the head
We
from
call
Wizard
guns.
of Oz
Oh, true.
or Zordon.
Oh my god.
Oh, Zordon.
Okay.
Power
Okay.
Rangers.
All right, we're already off the rails.
Yep.
We're already off the rails. It's
Oops,
great.
sorry.
Awesome. So that previous sound that you heard, which I've already forgotten, but it's probably like in
Bruh.
some way, shape, or that's it. When you hear that sound, you can donate $1 to match, and at the end of the session, we tally them all up. Anyone can donate the total ones we rolled, or more if you are feeling generous. Simply follow the link below in our About section and click the donate button to help. All donations go directly to Penn State Children's Hospital. Let's also talk about Foundry. Foundry is a virtual tabletop application built for experiencing multiplayer tabletop RPGs. The GM uses a self-hosted application where their players connect directly through their web browser. It contains support for over 150 different game systems and over 1,000 custom add-on modules. The developers also have an interactive Discord community where they answer your technical questions, provide release updates, and upcoming community content. Best of all, this can all be acquired with a one-time purchase without subscriptions or feature gating. If this sounds like a product that can greatly enhance gameplay for you and your gaming table, then go check out their website at www.foundryvtt.com for all their details. Now, let's take it to Chris. Chris!
Hello. We have merchandise to purchase because I was prepared. And there it is. Look at that. It's a bumper sticker and also a upside down pin. A pin. Oh, la 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 la. Look at it up close and watch it disappear. Because that's how fast we're selling them. Just kidding.
Talk about your stocking stuffer.
Hey, that's good. Thanks.
Thanks.
So yeah, you can reach out to us in the Discord if you're already in there and ask how you can get them, and we'll tell you. Back to you, Matthew.
Yeah, and if you want to join on the lore, you can join our community of platforms or the Discord server through linktr.ee/loreliveplay. Slash. Backhand. But with that all wrapped up, let's do a quick recap as the group is, midst combat. But the last session began after a much needed rest. The group discussed how to handle the Jackowares. Trovik insisted on challenging them to a one-on-one fight at the detest of the others, though agreed to let him have this and support him if it got worse. Approaching the cave entrance, Trovik addressed the jackals and direwolves, instigating a challenge against their strongest. One slyly agreed, while the rest surrounded him, ready to gang up at a moment's notice. Seeing the situation go bad, the rest of the group joined the fray as they cut down the direwolves and some of the jackowares, causing a few to flee the scene, both into the woods and one or two into the cave itself. During the fray of combat, the other jackowares in the cave were alerted to noises outside of possible intruders. They prepared themselves for a possible confrontation. Meanwhile, L.O.R.E, listening to the thunderous impacts, took this opportunity to attempt to escape. However, Elson, the supposed leader of this group, keeps her from doing so. She made attempts to try to sneak by and run by, and he clearly just was not having it. even going so far as threatening to not make him any more peanut butter cookies, which he was unamused by. The battle outside concluded as the group gathered themselves and proceeded inside the cave, where a voice greeted them from the dark interior. Agitated and curious to know why they chose to come here, the voice dismissed their righteous claims to free the animals and ruin his work. Unwilling to have a civil conversation other than throw insults at one another, Trovik and Elson began a battle. A few of the creatures nearby, rustling about, were set loose on the group, and as one of them was a smaller version of the giant lizard-like creature previously fought, and some larger cat-like creature with tusks. The two were easily dispatched, along with some of the pet jackals kept, while L.O.R.E made her way towards the intruders, sliding down the side of this upper tier of this cave. Azazel mistakenly tried to use the moonlight spell to his advantage, but unfortunately it backfired and was thus put to sleep, whereas now the rest of the jackawares are ganging up on him.
That was a perfect plan.
And Orn has decided to take a moment to try and skin this weird cat-like creature alive.
That too.
To make some sort of pelt of some kind. But we reconvene with the group as a whole at the top of the third round of combat. Starting with Elson, unfortunately. Let me just fix that. So,
all right.
Trovik, as you're battering this singular jackal that has escaped your clutches previously outside, and trying to whack at it and a few others, and landing no hits or landing hits and not causing any damage, in your frustration, you're screaming out. You hear the voice that you spoke to earlier kind of follow up. Well, it seems you're having a hard time landing perch with your weapons. Here, maybe I can readjust where you can see and you can hit something a little bit better. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Oh man, he's really smart.
Yeah. Oh man. You're in trouble with my -1.
You never know.
Oh, it teetered. 15?
15 succeeds. You feel this moment where as you look at this jackal on the ground, nothing changes, but you look over at Orn skinning this cat, and the shape kind of changes. Their shape changes a little bit to look like almost like a jackalware, but then goes back to Orn, and you look over at Azazel and Zoro, and that same thing happens, but the jackalwares are unaffected. And you just blink, and nothing changes. Whatever was mesmerizing you did not take hold.
What the shit? Okay.
That ends, and he's going to, I gotta switch this back, but follow suit, and that's gonna end its turn. Orn is up. Orn is going to continue spending the time trying to skin and debone this creature for whatever purpose they had in mind initially. So, Azazel, you are up. L.O.R.E, you are on deck.
Okay. So I'm gonna use half my action to Stizzity stand up.
Stizzity.
All right.
And then, oh geez,
Boy.
yeah, oh boy.
Doesn't
I'm
that
gonna use,
moonbeam look warm?
It looks so warm and inviting. I'm gonna use my last use of my blade song. Cool, because I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard, Azazel.
I'm a wizard. And for my action, from like the two jackal wares in front of me, which one looks more injured?
Let's see. That would be. So this individual is still in his hybrid form, so to speak, the humanoid version, whereas this one, due to the moonbeam effect, has been reverted back to its jackal form. And this one is looking more hurt than this one. And then this is just a regular jackal.
Uh-huh. Well, the hybrid one's a bigger threat. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on the hybrid one.
One or this one?
That one.
This one?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. Short sword attack.
No.
Ooh, how's a 9?
Fortunately, a 9 does not hit.
Yeah. Okay, so after I miss with that, I'll just kind of try and like shift myself within that same space to kind of cover the unconscious little lizard friend here, and then Pepper's just gonna fly like 5 more feet that way, and he's gonna hold a health action, and that's my turn.
Right. L.O.R.E, it is your turn. Then it's a couple of enemies, and then Trovik, you're on deck.
Gotcha.
How close are... Okay, L.O.R.E doesn't... Or, sorry, Orn doesn't seem to be all that injured. Is that correct?
I would say Orn is looking a bit rough.
Okay,
Maybe
but
like on a
Trovik
more...
is, like, just got up, right?
I don't have... I don't know. Trovik, what's your HP situation look like?
3.
You have 3 hit points?
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay, what's halfway for you?
Halfway's math, 26.
My God.
Okay, I am going to give
That's
him...
almost my full.
I'm going to channel divinity and give him 20 hit points.
Holy shit.
Hey.
Thank you.
Touch on your holy amulet
Yes.
and say a little prayer as
Yes.
Trovik, you feel after that moment of discombobulation with the blurring images, you feel a rejuvenation again, seemingly from nowhere.
You realize...
Yeah, the thing is...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, she can only heal him to half. So giving him 20 will get him to 23, which is 3 off from half. So
Wow,
I figure
thank
she
you,
has
thank you.
5 left, and actually, can she give some of that? Can she give that 5 to Orin? Because she can do 25 in one thing.
In one
Ooh.
go.
Yeah.
Let me. Does it specify you can only hit one target at a time?
It
with
says split it up amongst whoever
Nice.
Sure.
you can get to,
Yo.
but I think it's within 30 feet, which is why I'm. Let me just double check that.
So
Yeah, it is within 30 feet of her.
within 30 feet.
Yeah, so that would be Orn and
Orn is
Trovik.
30
Those are the
feet.
only-
Trovik is 35 feet. So you'd have to move at least one space
Oh.
over,
Okay.
and you can get them both.
Okay, I will move over then. Like over here, you mean? It won't let me move. There? Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
That does it?
Yep.
Okay, so she moves there, does the 30 feet. Can she see any... Can she go back into cover after she does that?
You can attempt to hide if you like.
Can she do that and cast her channel divinity?
Uh,
I guess
let
it's
me
not really a
s-
spell. It's more like a ability. I
Does
don't know
it spe-
exactly.
hmm,
I
let
mean,
me
it does
see.
take a full action.
Then no, you wouldn't be able to, because you would not have the hide attribute as the hide action as a bonus action. Only rogues or other features grant that
Okay.
ability.
Okay.
She
So
could
you
still.
could-
She could still move if she's not using her
Yeah,
full
you can-
movement.
Wait, I can cast a bonus spell, right?
You can. So you can
Along
cast
with
something
Channel
like.
Divinity?
Mhm.
Okay.
You could use something
Guess
like.
what?
Oh boy.
Guess what?
I'm. Intrigued
My
to see.
spiritual weapon
Ah.
is going to
Oh.
appear on the
Yeah.
other side of this, one of the jackal wares that's on the other side of Azazel, I believe.
Hey, wow, that's quite.
I believe it's within 60 feet. It's just that I'm pretty sure that that's within 60 feet. Let me double check that. Spiritual weapon within 60 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here is your spiritual weapon. A little
And that is
flaming
not a
hammer.
concentration spell. Haha.
Dude, it's a goaded spell.
So you-
It's a
For
good
the-
one though.
for the
and I
token.
get to hit on that bonus round.
Yeah.
You do. So you actually have control of that token.
I do. Okay. Well,
So you
it's
can
going
move it
to
as you need
hit
to.
the guy beside it. I don't know technically what that is. I believe that it is.
Melee spell attack.
Yeah, a
roll
1d8
thing.
plus 4.
Roll
That's
to
what it
hit.
says. Okay, so I will roll. But I'm not sure what I'm rolling. I'm just gonna roll a d20. Let's see.
So
what
you got to
happens.
roll a d20 and add your
It's plus
spellcasting
4.
modifier.
Yeah.
And proficiency bonus.
But on her,
Hold up. Oh,
I'm trying to figure out what I actually.
clerics. I've never played a cleric, and I've very rarely had one.
So
So
it's a melee spell attack roll. So whatever you roll, it's plus your wisdom mod and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So,
It's like
So it's
it's
plus
like
7.
any it's like any other attack roll except it uses your spellcasting mod instead of strength
Okay.
or dex.
I'm just trying to figure out how to roll the dice from here because I'm not
Oh.
seeing. I'm not seeing on Foundry a way to roll my dice.
Just
so what you would have to do is you could either just at the bottom portion of the chat bubble, you can pick the dice, the random,
okay.
or you can go to your spell section and click where is it?
Skills.
Spiritual
saves,
weapon?
Checks. It doesn't. Oh, spiritual weapon. Okay.
It'll show up in the chat box, and then it'll have the corresponding icons to roll specific dice, whether it be for attack or damage.
Oh, hold on. I'm not on myself. I'm on. Okay. I get
Somebody
it.
else.
Hold on. I was on the spiritual weapon. There we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Okay, so spiritual weapon. Okay. Cast the spell. Okay.
Yep. Now you can hit the little attack icon there.
Attack. Normal. Let's see what happens. I got a
19.
19.
19 definitely hits.
Oh,
19. Okay.
dice are so glittery.
Damage.
Damage.
8 points of damage
8 points of damage.
Yo.
All right.
to this guy.
Let
I don't
me
know. I can't.
just...
You can't see him.
Ooh. 8 points of force damage. So Azazel and Zoro, as you're standing there, you see,
It's a
Mark,
frying pan.
you see this ethereal-looking frying pan just
Hell
kind of
yeah.
appear out of nowhere, and it's shining and bright, and it just appears next to this jackal and just does like a flip backwards and
Luck-
full on impacts this jackal next to the moonbeam. And here's like,
Lark, Lark plays PUBG, y'all.
Oh, I was thinking
That'll get
was thinking
through
of
his damage
Tangled.
resistance because it's it's magic, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
it's magic, so
Mhm.
definitely does some damage. He's still weakly getting up on his hindquarters, so to speak, but it's still standing.
Chat loves
But he's
the frying
distracted.
pan
He has
already.
this glowing thing hitting him. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's
awesome.
done. That's me done.
That's me done. Ding!
Is me done.
Ding, cookies are done.
And your turn. This one. The one that you battered with this ethereal-looking frying pan looks at it, in a weird way, looks at you, Azazel, and Zorro. I'm going to roll a d4. Odd number, Azazel. Even number, Zorro. That is a 1. Odd number, so Azazel, it's going to attack you.
Yeah.
However, because it's in its jackal form, it can only bite you. But it does get pack tactics at advantage.
It sure does.
Tack packets.
That is a 24 to hit.
Are you kidding? Okay, cool. Cool. That's one more than my shield spell would bring me to. So,
Where's Jim Gaffigan when you need him? Pack
That
tactics.
is 5 points of piercing damage as this jackal kind of like after getting up, kind of leans its head sideways to bite at your heels. You feel the teeth sink into your tendons a little bit.
Azazel's looking real rough.
That ends its turn. Second one.
Oh, on the start of his turn, has to make a Constitution saving throw. It's still in a moonbeam.
That is true. Constitution saving throw. Thank you for reminding me. That is a 13.
That fails.
All right. How much damage does this creature
Yeah,
take?
Hold here. Just a second. No, that's slash roll. There we go. 12 points of radiant damage. It would also make it with disadvantage, but it already failed.
Nice.
12 points. of radiant
After
damage.
biting into
Nice.
Azazel's heel, the creature still getting kind of illuminated from this moonbeam. A second wave of energy kind of like erupts from it, and you see this jackal in this jackal form just disintegrate into nothing. As its
And-
body is no longer even there. You hear like a subtle to the wind.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Aw, I almost felt sorry for it.
I didn't.
Yeah. And this is why we don't walk into moonbeams.
Oh, that could have been me. Oh, that could have been me.
Could have been you. Oh.
Oh,
That's
man.
okay. Next one. So that one actually, because I goofed, I went one before the other one, but the one that went died, so he doesn't get a turn.
Yay!
Can't retro
Makes
that.
my 5
Tro-
hit points.
Trovic, you're up on
Yep.
the deck.
Mhm.
This one's gonna go there's this one here. It's kind of just standing next to Orn as they are just like carving away, making chunks, almost like trying to get this skin. Jackal's looking at it curiously. Looks at Trovic, looks at it, almost you kind of hear like a little bit of a laugh. I'm going to roll. I'm going to say oh, I already rolled. I should have said something before. Odd will be Orn. Even will be Trovic.
Even.
Orn.
Damn it.
So he kind of looks and he's like, he just laughs and goes for a strike at Orn as Orn is currently preoccupied with his scimitar. Look at that. That is a 19. 19 hits. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Slash, slash. And does 8 points of slashing damage. Plus
Nice.
10 points of sneak attack damage. For a total of 18.
-5, I guess. I don't know. I had given her 5. They, pardon me. Them. I had given them 5 extra, so.
Do that or it's gonna break. There we go. So Orn is starting to look pretty hurt now at this point. Just kind of like just stacks, and Orn realizes maybe I shouldn't do this now. But Trovik, it is your turn.
Okay. Blessed and still raging from previously. I would say Trovik is probably the most confused individual ever at this moment. Like the bad weather outside, and then feel healed, and then down, and blurry vision, and seeing. Oh man.
And there's just this moment of all these different feelings and internal energies that are kind of just spiraling, giving you like rejuvenation, vigor, and then weakening you, and making you feel a little bit like you're not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
Everything says hit it.
Yeah, I know. Man. All right. So this guy here is just a regular jackal, right?
Correct.
All right. And my weapons don't do shit against any of them. So I'm going to grapple this guy.
This is the one that fled you.
I threw dirt in his face.
Yeah, this is the one that kind of fled originally.
Yeah.
And is still somewhat weakened from your previous brawl.
Yeah.
But, of course, make a strength check.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Orn wasn't able to tie it down originally with the rope or the mace that she was using before. Sorry, the flail. You easily just look down and take a step forward and just grab it. So this creature is grappled. It barely tries to resist. It's still pretty weak.
Oh, now I kind of feel bad. Just kidding. I like Homer Simpson to Bart him. Come here, boy.
Right, so you have this creature grappled.
Yep. Can I throw him?
Sure. I'd say with your strength, it shouldn't be too hard.
All right.
Where do you want to throw this creature?
You know what I'm gonna do? Where's the moonbeam at?
Over here. It's easy enough to see. It's this big illuminating light in the middle of this cavern.
All right. Can I drag him? Because I have 40 feet of movement speed. Can I drag him 20 feet and throw him into the moonbeam?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that because that sounds cool.
All right, so you drag and throw this creature, this jackal, into the moonbeam. This one is going to get an opportunity attack against you.
Sure. Oh, please hit.
It does, yes.
Sweet.
No, I mean, like, I was just debating, like, does it get advantage? Yes, it was one of its allies is technically within 5 feet of you. It's a 21.
Yep, that'll hit, and then he takes. Come on, where is it? Which one was it? Here it is. 1d6 of force damage.
All right. You take 12 points of slashing damage as
max
you pick
damage.
this up. 6 points of force damage. This one was. Let's take this one. As he slashes into your lower back, you feel this pain from him lashing out, but immediately the magic kind of bounces and rebounds onto him as it kind of like almost like smacks him and bursts in his face, and you see just like his nose begins to bleed a little bit from the impact. Oh,
Ooh, that's got this sting. I am rubber, you are glue.
So
how much did I take?
You took 12 points of slashing damage.
Whoa! Okay.
But you are raging, so it's reduced to half.
Oh shit! Right.
So
six.
6.
Bet. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, and then throwing, yeeting.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you throw this jackal into the moonbeam, and it begins to light up, and you can see that it's starting to hurt it a little bit, but in its weakened state, it can't react yet. And it doesn't take any damage yet until the start of its next turn. But it looks like it's starting to have an adverse effect on it.
All right, this is a good move. Okay, end of turn. Thank you.
All right. Zoril, you're up. You are up.
the moon shows them, it will punish them for... I lost the word. Shit. For desecrating its gift. And, so, I'm wondering, to action to move it. What do I want to do here? Yeah. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action to move the beam just so it gets these two here.
Beam.
All right. Trovik is technically in it now as well.
Okay.
And actually, so is Azazel.
If they're going to be, if they're going to be in it, then I don't want to move it there. I want to move because I want to. You know what? I know that Trovik threw the beam, threw the guy in the beam. But I'm actually looking at these two coming down from across the way, and I'm going to move it to where it's going to be like right on top of this guy here.
Hey.
Which I can move it up to 60 feet, so that's...
Yeah, that'll definitely be able to reach the other one that's kind of slowly coming down the stairs.
That's what I'm going to do with my action. I don't have anything to do as a bonus action now. So I'm out of...
Is it a bonus action to move it, or is it an action to move it?
It's an action to move it. I wish it was a bonus action to move it. Be great. But it's not as cool as a spiritual weapon, so...
True.
Very few things are.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be my action, and then...
All right.
And then movement. I don't know if I want to have movement. I'm probably going to move myself, just like step through Azazel and like over to here, just sort of like circling around, kind of like trying to put myself as much like in between this boy, this not so good boy, and Azazel as I can.
All right. So Trovik, as you throw this jackal into this illuminated energy, it looks like it's starting to feel some pain, but the beam of energy slowly shifts away from it towards the other jackal, where that's kind of coming down the stairs that you all see approaching slowly. And Zorul, you make your way past Azazel to try to put a little bit of a side to side, back to back situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that
Hey
ends
there,
your
friend.
It
So
moves.
This jackal is going to make a bite attack against you. It's going to be a straight roll.
Yep.
That is a 17.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage as it bites into your arm, even though just getting like in between those pieces of the bark and your armor.
All right. So history has been made this day. These are the only points of damage that Zorul has taken to his physical body throughout the whole campaign.
Jeez.
Holy shit. Wow.
There's a first for everything.
Literal first blood.
Yeah.
Hot
So we're going
damn.
to stay next to his master. And this
Let it
one-
be the last.
And this one's going to make a bite attack against Orn. At advantage, that is an 11. 11 does not hit. Orn is... This jackal kind of like goes out to try and following up the slash attack. Tries to go and bite Orn, and Orn just grabs its face and just like... and pushes it off.
Because Orin is awesome.
Because Orn is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the round. This individual. So he starts his turn off in the moonbeam. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yes.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage if he's a shape changer.
I don't know why, but it keeps resetting this every time I try and click on his stats. But at disadvantage, you hear him kind of cry out, "Ah!" But immediately, I rolled a 9.
Oof.
That does not make it.
Uh-oh.
12
Word
points
up.
of radiant damage to him.
You hear him scream out, "No!" And he begins to turn back into his jackal form.
Nice.
Yes. He does.
So now you see the
and
2 jackals
does revert.
standing within the moonbeam. Oh, actually, I forgot the other jackal. The other jackal that was standing next to him is technically in the moonbeam as well. Let me roll for him.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
Is it an actual jackal though, or is it?
It's an actual
shape changer?
jackal.
Okay, so it doesn't get disadvantage. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
I mean, if it's a shape changer, it does get disadvantage.
Mhm.
I don't know how it counts with like their being in their form or whatever, but if it's wherever your rules, that makes it. He takes half damage.
Right? How much damage? You have to roll. This was for the previous jackal, so you have to roll damage now for me.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it was 12, so I
12?
can re-roll if you want.
Half damage. Sure. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Okay.
Even
It's
better.
still the same.
Still the same. Yeah. Before the moonbeam, as you place it over this jackal that was accompanying this individual, it just immediately burns up and disintegrates like the previous one.
Fun.
But this
Moon will
individual,
see them to the rest.
seemingly known as Elson, reverts to his jackal form at the beginning of his turn.
El
They're not
Sun, meet El Moon, bitch.
Oh, man.
His jackal immediately begins to retreat out of the moonbeam, going back up the stairs, and you hear like growling and barking. Yeah, he can't do anything in his jackal form. So, that ends its turn. Orn's up, Azazel's on deck. Orn is pissed. Orn is pretty badly hurt. And so Orn is going to take a swipe at the jackal, using her unarmed strike, which is this one. Ba-dum-bum.
Bum-bum.
Nope. I'm going to use inspiration to hit again.
Ah.
Orn takes a whiff, but then kind of
Wait,
somehow
is Orn,
backhands.
Orn is blessed?
Orn
blessed.
is
Oh,
blessed.
You get they get an extra D4. So yes.
So I rolled 11, so plus a D4. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that'll with the D4 that'll definitely hit. So
Nice.
on the first strike, punches this jackal right in its nose, and you hear almost like a as it kind of cracks the jaw a little bit and kind of insets it a bit. Immediately drops. Orn gets up, looks at this jackal and just jumps on him, attempting to go for a grapple.
They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 20, and the jackal where? Nope.
Orn.
So a little bit unexpected. Just Orn jumps on this individual and kind of drags him to the ground, and he's just like, "Ah, "Get off me!" So he is grappled. I can remember which one.
Orn was a cage fighter previous in life.
Pretty much. I can
Except they
remember-
literally fought the cage. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like when you beat up the car in Street Fighter.
Yeah,
exactly.
oh man. I missed that. Smash buttons.
They still
That's
make
gonna
Street
end-
Fighter.
They do.
They do?
Yes.
Crazy, right?
Oh shit.
Azazel, you are up.
That is
I
crazy.
sure am.
You sure are.
I'm gonna cast my other 3rd level spell to throw up another Spirit Shroud as a bonus action. So those frosty blue owls start flying around in like a 10-foot-ish area around here, covering my enemies with like a thin layer of frost that will reduce their speed. And then as an action, I'm going to Shocking Grasp this shapeshifted guy right in front of me.
This guy.
This guy
All right.
right here. I'm gonna show him what's what. And as I reach my hand out to shoot him full of lightning, Pepper's gonna do his little flyby help action to give me advantage.
It only took us 8 episodes to get back to that voice.
That
He's
You're-
gonna be a scholar.
How's a 15 look?
15? 15 hits. As this Jackoware is like mystified for a moment with all these ethereal looking owls floating and flying about, he doesn't notice as quickly as you reach out and grab his chest and immediately electrify him.
Whoa.
So he takes 6 points of lightning damage and an additional D8. An additional 2 points of cold damage.
Right. He's electrified, and you see like the spirits of the owls kind of just phasing through him, and you see like small spots of like ice kind of form over its fur and its body. And he looks like he got the chills for a second.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Lark, you're up.
Okay. First of all, my spiritual weapon is going to move to here and
Okay.
hit the guy in. Well, okay. Did the which one was the guy that was just hit? The one in front of. Okay. And how badly wounded does he look now? What about the guy on the other side?
This is an actual. From what you can tell, this looks like just a regular jackal,
Oh, okay. So
and
yes.
it's looking pretty weak. Trying to hold itself up as Trovic is kind of tossing it around.
Okay.
This is a Jackoware individual who just got electrified by this hobgoblin individual.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him.
I'm gonna hit it. Okay.
The ethereal
Record.
Just
You
a
watch
second.
the ethereal.
Rick. Yes. Puppet.
You watch the ethereal
Spiritual
frying
weapon.
pan kind of like shift
Oh no, I
over
didn't.
and
Sorry, I didn't cast it again. It's already there. So I'm
it's just
going to attack. Okay. Let's see what happens. No, I think that'll hit. 22.
22 definitely hits.
Let's do some damage.
As he gets electrified and he just
Max
chills,
damage. 12 points of damage.
he takes this like split second to like compose himself and then just in the back of the head. Oh,
Bonk.
pretty much.
Bunk.
And he drops to a knee and and you can see he looks pretty hurt at this point.
Okay. Then
You still have your action.
I do. I definitely do. I am gonna try, because I could do this within 120 feet, and I've always wanted to do this one. I'm gonna do a guiding bolt
All right.
at that guy. Same guy.
Then-
him.
Same
Too
guy.
well.
I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
see. We will see.
Make an
Let me
attack
just-
roll.
Yes. Where it is. There it is.
You can add a D4 because you're blessed.
Oh yes. Okay, well the attack goes like that. Okay. So 17, I don't even need to roll a D4.
Yeah.
I think.
Roll for damage. That's a hit.
Okay. Damage. 14 points of radiant damage. And the next person that hits him, if he's still up, gets advantage. Because he's glowing.
He gets knocked to his feet by a giant ethereal frying pan, and as he slowly gets up, you see this this light energy bolted across the side of the cavern, illuminating just past Orn, just past his other Jackaware, and just on contact hits him, and he just like, oh, you see like the light kind of penetrate his body. He glows and glows, almost coming out of his mouth, his nose, his eyes, all the orifices in his face, and he just evaporates into dust.
Yeah. My goddess said you should be gone. No cookies for you.
That's it. That's the one. That's the episode.
Yeah.
No cookies for you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it for me. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm done.
So the lone Jackaware here in this area that's currently being grappled by Orn is going to try and break free.
Oh, that came out of nowhere. I don't know if you guys know where that came from.
Yeah, you
Oh,
all see
man.
this spark of light just kind of flash and go through. Yeah, this
Thank
Jackaware and
you.
Orn are almost wrestling on the ground, rolling with one another, and he just can't seem to break out of Orn's grasp. Trovik, you're up. Zoral's on deck.
All right. I'm going to grapple this guy here
Mm-hmm.
and drag him over to the moonbeam.
Right. Azazel, quick question. Your
Just gonna
spear trap,
escort
does
these people.
it hit creatures at the start of their turn or during your turn?
It doesn't hit anybody. It reduces the speed of creatures of my choice within that amount
Okay.
by 10 feet, and I wouldn't have decreased Trovik's speed.
No, I mean like because technically the Jackaware is in your spear trout area. I'm just wondering. I'm not familiar with the spell as much, so I'm just wondering if it receives damage or not.
It doesn't. Spirit Shroud just
Okay.
adds damage to my attacks.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
Duly noted. So Trovik, yeah,
Just
you.
slower.
So you'd be moving at half feet, half movement, unless.
Yep.
You still have this thing grappled.
Yep.
Actually, no, you tossed
No,
it into
I
the
tossed
moonbeam,
him
so
into
you
the
have to
moonbeam.
grapple it again.
Yep. I'll grapple him again. Strength check, right?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Woo! That was close. Okay.
Yeah, you pick him back up. This thing is just. It almost looks like it doesn't want to continue anymore, and you're just tossing it around like a piece of furniture, or like a pillow or a stuffed animal.
That's a body pillow?
No.
Ragdoll! Okay, and I'm gonna drag him as
Pitter
far as I
patter.
can. Yeah. Pitter all over his
So you could
jackal asses.
You could probably make it here, but you yourself would probably make it about here. But you could definitely chuck the jackal into
Chucking.
the
Yeah.
into the moonbeam.
Yep, I'm going to Chuck Norris this bitch into the moonbeam.
You can see it's starting to sizzle a little bit again.
Who did that?
That was me.
Oh, that caught me off guard. That made my belly laugh. My spirit belly.
Spirit Billy.
Okay, yeah. So do I need to roll for that too?
No, easy
All
enough.
right.
Just chuck it into the-
Generous DM. Yeet. Say hi to.
does that mean?
Is that everything?
Say hi to Sailor for me. No. Sail. Yeah, done. Sorry, I'm full of stupid shit right now.
That's okay.
Who was
Zoral,
everyone's
you're up.
favorite sailor?
I think I ate some of Lark's cookies. I've
They're
got
not brownies.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I got the wrong kind of cookies.
Not
Can
those
make
kind of
those,
cookies.
though.
What was in that cookie scoop?
Yeah. It's gluten free.
Incredible. So I'm gonna move the moonbeam. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn you!
No. So I'm going to.
The individual
You-
that you saw that you put in the moonbeam that was reversed back to the jackal form,
Sure.
you're starting to lose sight of them as they're rushing back up the stairs that they came.
Just sort of like call out in their direction. It's like, you are beaten. Your kin are defeated and lying on the ground of your dead. We
Here's like, sorry, continue.
We came here as honored combatants, but we need information. You can give it to us, or you can all die.
You hear like a slow growling coming from slightly up above. That's all you get.
All right. To punctuate my point, I'm going to cast.
Ooh, please punctuate it.
Yes, I'm going to cast Primal Savagery. The bear claw shield that I carry grows and extends and sort of drips with this acid, acidic sort of substance as I strike down at the remaining jackal that's near me. 17 to hit. Yes, Matt? 17?
Oh, I did say 17 hits. I guess I was muted.
Oh, yes.
17 hits. Roll for your acid damage.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh, speaking of acid, what was in those cookies?
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
I haven't given you any yet.
I just get to move around the screen and I get the
Yeah, it's
desired
definitely enough
effect.
to.
13
claw
acid
at this,
damage.
You claw at this jackal with your acidic claw, and you melt and sear into its body, like almost these claw marks from your fingertips, and it just kind of falls as the wounds just sear and cook it a little bit. But it is vanquished. Currently, as it stands looking around, you do not see, you see the jackal that Trovik has thrown into your moonbeam, and you see Orn and another jackal kind of wrestling and grappling each other on the ground just a few feet away.
Okay. So with my movement, I'm actually going to go and move a little bit over here so I can again kind of interpose myself between. I see that Azazel is looking pretty beat up. He's got a little moon light still on his shoulders.
Doing great. I'm doing great.
But he's looking a little beat up, so I can't help him right now, but I can put myself in between him and any other threats that might come his way. So that's what I'm going to do. We say, Azazel, hang in there. You are strong. We will conclude this. And that'll be my turn.
Voice is very soothing.
Shut up.
There it is.
So the jackal that is in the moonbeam, that's a 15 for a Constitution saving throw.
That was disadvantage.
No, that was not. Let me try that again.
Good call.
Thank you. That is 11.
Yes.
That doesn't do it. That's only 5 points of radiant damage.
It's enough. He did not have a lot of HP from the previous fight you guys had with him outside. Trovik, you chuck him in, and at this point, you can tell this jackal does not want to get up. It's like struggling, shifting its position and movement, and then it almost happily accepts its fate as it just burns up into ash silently.
Yeah.
Dang.
Aww.
It was like that last ghost in Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. I was like, thank you. And disappeared.
What a deep cut.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Cruel world.
Yeah.
It's almost as deep as the cuts that Azazel got during that turn where he moved out of everybody's range.
Hey, man. It was piercing damage.
Oh, fair enough.
It was mostly punctures.
You know what? You got me there. I retract all my statements.
Hear some footsteps kind of quickly clambering up the steps, and then it goes from multiple footsteps to eventually only a singular set of footprints as you hear the voice call out, "How dare you revert me back to my form without my permission? Fine, you want to talk? We'll talk on my terms. He looks out. Let my last companion live. And we will have a conversation."
Do I trust that guy?
I would also be skeptical.
Let me
think
see.
so.
Pass.
How rough of shape is that? His one less that one next to.
He's barely been touched. I would say.
This
let's
is the
see.
one with Orin?
Yeah, the one that's wrestling with
Okay.
Orin. He still kind of looks like he's got all his teeth in, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. What's the light bulbs?
Is he the only one left, though? Do I know how many of them?
There have been a handful that have come and gone.
Yeah.
Not so much that they've left and not to return, but there's different groups
And
that
they'll
go
be back.
out and they could be back.
Okay.
But currently, from what the ones that were here, this is everyone that was accounted for that was present.
Okay.
So from what you can tell, there's the one that's wrestling with this lizard folk, and you can hear Elson speaking above. So it's just the two of them.
Okay.
Let me make a roll, and I will see if
I'll stomp my way back
I'll
towards
say,
Orn.
because you guys were asking Azazel and Zorro, you make an insight check for me.
Okie-dokie.
Are we out of combat?
We are currently still in combat.
Okay. All right. So then I'll
I'm
stay
gonna
put then.
use my inspiration.
Nice.
There's always tomorrow.
It did not help.
I got a natural 20, so that's pretty good. An unnatural 20, excuse me, a dirty
Oh,
20.
liar.
Dirty 20. Zorro,
I was-
you're not quite sure. There is no difference in his vocal patterns than when he was addressing you originally.
Mhm.
Azazel, you can definitely tell him, like, history has told you so far that these guys like to lie through their teeth, and there's no difference now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those sound like pretty clean terms, but personally, I think you're full of shit.
You hear him grunt. He doesn't say anything further.
How
That's
about,
gonna end his turn.
How about we let our lizard friend here keep holding on to your friend? You come out, I cast a little detective thoughts on you, so that way we can tell if you're lying to us or not.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
There's no immediate response, but that's gonna end his turn. Orn technically deals damage to a grappled target, but this creature is immune to most physical damage. So Orn's just gonna keep this guy pinned to the ground, and they're just rolling him. And she's kind of like nipping at his neck, even though it's not doing anything. They're just like biting each other at this point.
Kinky.
Azazel, yeah. Yeah. A lizard and a jackal just rolling on the ground, biting each other. And okay,
They love-
anyways,
What's the punchline?
there was
Saw
none.
that at a convention once.
That was a good one.
Azazel,
was
it
a
is your
good one.
turn. Lark, you are on deck.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh wow. That was good.
I'm gonna. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to move just over here, so I can stay close to what I hope will be a very good pet in the future, but close enough so that way Orin's playmate here is within my spirit shroud. And then, oh jeez. What's an effective way? I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp at the spot like right next to this guy and just kind of like shoot a tiny bolt of lightning into the ground to try and either scare the one if it's not too preoccupied with Orn, or just essentially to be like, it's your decision here, friend. You can either come out and play nice, or I'm afraid we're gonna have to start playing real mean to the one that's left. Zap.
One that's wrestling with Orn is just kind of like sees the ground kind of just spark and a little bit of dirt goes flying, but still dealing with Orn. It's hard to gauge at the moment, but it's more of whether it's what it's feeling. But you can definitely see like its focus is constantly now looking at all of you.
And we'll say now that Pepper is basically like kind of joined in with the spirit owls, just kind of flying around, just like it's just a really cool looking effect. It's just an owl amongst a bunch of blue spirit owls.
You see like the one, I forget, it's brown owl, correct?
Yeah.
The one brown owl
spots.
against the ethereal blue ones just swirling in spot. Lark, is there anything you'd like to do?
Gosh, I sure am injured. Really, really injured.
Jesus.
For you, Lark, at this point, it's Elson seems to have retreated upstairs, and there's this one Jackaware individual being grasped and pinned by
I could
this group
bring
of
my
intruders.
spiritual weapon over there, but am I going to be able to hit it if I try?
It moves 20 feet, right?
Yep. I should be
Yeah.
able to get it there.
Yeah.
Can I try and hit it?
If you want to, go for it.
Bonk.
Try and hit it.
Hit me, I'll use absorb elements.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hold on.
Didn't work with Radiant. Don't think it's gonna work
This
with
is not gonna
Force.
work with Force.
Is that cast iron?
This frying pan kind of
That's pretty
slowly
strong.
shifts in place.
Oh, we got our first one of the night.
Bruh.
That's from me. Uh-oh. Okay.
That's our first natural one of the night, everyone.
Yeah.
So if you're
Yo, that's
interested,
$1.
please donate to help.
Oof.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I'm too
switch.
busy laughing.
Yeah,
Dollar, folks.
You're
Okay.
trying to aim this frying pan to hit this individual, but they're rolling around
They're
on the
moving
floor,
around.
and you
Okay.
just smash the floor as
Yeah.
they roll out of the way.
You're kind of like
Well, it might give him a bit of pause.
He's already got 4.
you're like the
Yeah.
mom in the kitchen with the 2 house cats.
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop it!
I want to throw my shoe now.
Yeah. With the broom.
Yeah, the broom. Okay, so how far am I from Azazel at this point? Can I make it in one move, or I can't?
You're 35 feet away from him. I mean, you could to get to next to him is 30
Yeah.
feet, so it'd be your full movement.
Okay, my full movement, but I can still cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I move up here. Hello.
Hi?
Hi. Hold on just a second. And she taps
Okay.
his shoulder, and he feels much, much better.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, hold on. Let me just find the spell because it's a first level spell. It's cure wounds. Okay. Cure wounds and healing. Okay, so that person, Azazel, gets 14 hit points back.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
You are a goddess.
That's like more than half his health.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Wow. Okay. Hi. Who are you? That I
I'm
feel
Lark.
much better.
Hey, I was
Hi.
captive here because they were making me cook for them. So I quit.
Oh. Cool.
Anyway, hi.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for that. That was very nice.
Last
You're
name and
welcome.
date of birth, please.
Happy to help.
Where's your
These
wristband?
guys don't deserve cookies. No.
Yeah, no, definitely
I'm not making any more cookies for them.
Azazel just looks very confused. And kind of like on his heels about like, who is this bubbly person in this den of
Deaf.
jackals?
That's a fair question.
That's definitely
It is a fair
good
question. I'm not sure we can answer that right now.
So yeah. Well, yeah. This random human individual kind of walks over and heals you and introduces themselves, and you have a lot of questions now. But that ends your turn, Lark.
What
The
do we
Jackalware that's wrestling with Orn, it's not gonna get out of that. So, Trovik, Zoral, are there anything the two of you would like to do before I take us out of initiative?
What do we see when she comes now out of the shadows?
Well, you see
Jody.
this. Well, I mean, if Jody would like to describe her character to the
I'm
rest
not
of the
sure
group
what
as she
her-
emerges.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her equipment looks like right now because she probably has to, like, she doesn't have most of it. I'm assuming she doesn't have all of it. She would, I mean, she'd attempt to because she was thinking of escaping, but I don't know how much she managed. That's up to you. As far as I know, she is wearing a breastplate. I don't know unless they took it. I don't know. I mean, it's not like she has a huge armor class. She has blonde hair that is in a braid, like one big long braid that's sort of over her shoulder. She has, I believe, her eyes
she is
are almost
Rapunzel.
bright blue. Was it blue or green? I'm trying to remember. Let me just see.
A blue and green.
They're green.
A bluish
pardon me.
green.
Bright
Or a
green.
greenish blue.
Yeah, and she has a diadem. I guess I don't know what you call them, like a little a thing
Diadem?
with a green jewel in it. And
I'm
she's
just picturing
carrying a holy.
Rapunzel.
She would have a holy symbol that is of. Oh God, can I remember the name now? I
Shantea?
have it in my notes. I'm pretty sure I have it in my notes. Yeah, Shantea. Shantea or Shanti? I don't know. How you
Either
pronounce
way,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Shantea because I like that. So
It's a li-
she has,
It's
she has a
little
holy symbol.
holy symbol of like a grain or a sheaf,
like a sheaf
or a
of
blooming.
wheat.
Actually, in this case, or it's a blooming rose over like
Okay.
a grain.
Yeah,
That one makes more sense.
yeah. And actually, she's carrying a frying pan. That seems to be her weapon.
She's Rapunzel. I love it.
Yeah, she's Rapunzel.
That's amazing.
With cookies.
Yeah.
The best.
Well, I don't know if we're still in order, but Trovik would be before me.
Yeah, Trovik, is there any last thing you would like to do on this initiative count?
I'll mosey over to check how the cat fight's going with Orn and the other Jackal.
Sure. You walk past over and you see this random person that wasn't there before.
Ah!
Just kind of talking to Azazel.
Hi.
Hello. And I give a weird, awkward smile. My best Trovik smile.
Big toothy cow smile.
Ugh. What are we doing with this one?
I don't know. He's not gonna know shit.
Unless you
Girl?
met me, because I was helping you. So you know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Oh,
the
no.
weird- Yeah.
Is good. But this... And I point to the Jackal wrestling with Orn. Should I...
They're not nice. They're not nice at all.
Is out of character, is Zoro, is your moonbeam still up?
Yeah, it's over there. It lasts for. I mean,
Oh,
we're still in
great.
initiative, so
Can,
Azazel runs
can
up to
I
the moon.
lasts for a minute.
can I grapple this Jackal?
Technically, he's already grappled by
Yeah.
Orn.
Can I ask Orn kindly, Zordon, Orn, Orn, can I, if don't mind, please, and maybe would Orn allow that for me to grab it and start holding it like this?
I'll say it's already grappled, and between the two of you, you grab.
Yeah.
You stop them from rolling around. You grab them from the other side, and Orin is still like clutching them.
Look,
between the
let
two
go,
of you,
Orin,
you,
let
you
go.
have this. Between the two of you have this jackal restrained.
Sweet. And then I'll like look at Zoro and be like, "You want to is that thing yours?" And I point to the moonbeam.
Yes, that is.
Do you
There's a beam that I control.
Oh, that is most convenient. Would you like to move it onto this thing?
I can do that, but I think I keep it there for our host.
Oh, okay.
Point, I'll say, unless Zoro, you want to do something specific. Say we're out of.
Only like RP stuff. I'm not going to move the beam
Okay.
just yet.
So we'll say we'll come out of initiative at this point as you hear Elson kind of. At this point, you can see him a little bit. You see his silhouette. It's hard to see into the darkness up above. There is no light in that particular spot, but you can tell he's there as he kind of steps towards the edge of this upper tier on the cliffside. Enough. Let him go. What do you want to speak of? What exactly do you want to know? There's only so much I can give you.
Oh, shit.
But I know when I'm bested.
And I want my stuff because I quit.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess she's resigning. We just wanted to ask you some questions that pertained to your poaching, and then I'll scoop up the little baby dragon, and probably something to do with this as well, I imagine.
To a degree, yes. We were given that one to watch over, find maybe some use for it. It's been nothing but an agitated little creature, so we've had it chained up to the wall, fed it periodically, and that was it.
That's kind of a shitty way to treat an animal, don't you think?
Yes, but it's not really an animal. It's definitely something more than that, and I'm sure you know it.
These aren't nice guys.
I mean, we have seen the way they treat animals. It is not beyond their nature, detestable as it may be. Where are the animals being taken when you do not hold them here?
I honestly don't know. I don't know where they're taken. I don't know what they're done with, or what's done to them, or what they're used for, but I can guarantee you it's probably nothing worse than what we've done. Or sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm sure it's worse than what we've done, and we've just been holding them here.
Oh, believe me, I have a pretty good idea about what they're doing, and it's not that good. That's why I want you to help us. At least give us a name, a location. You must have gotten your information and your call from someone. If it's just a middleman, that's fine. We can go pay him a visit next.
What name? No name was given. They don't even like to show their face, but I know that they're big. Say only what they need to say when they need to say it. Hired us to catch some animals. Now we took it a little bit further and got some people to help us, provided we gave them a little bit of coin, but at the same time, kept them here, and from time to time, from stock to stock, they would come back and collect what they wanted. Paid us well for it. It's a nice little side gig. Don't see the need for it now. But if you really want to know who it is, if you stick around a little bit longer, I'm sure you'll find out. We're supposed to meet with them not too long from now.
How long is too long?
I don't have an exact time. They tend to come when they want to. We usually have an idea of maybe 3 days. It's
been 3 days since they last visited. So at some point today, they will arrive, and you can talk to them yourself.
Does this sound truthful?
Sure, make an insight check.
Oh boy, oh boy, let's do it.
Let's
Would I have overheard anything of any of this?
Like
'Cause I
previous
could probably-
conversations?
Yeah, because I could probably confirm some of this if I had heard it, but I don't know if I have.
That's fair.
That's a 23.
23. So, Lark,
Don't need
you've, well, I'm going to say for your knowledge, for your character's knowledge,
Okay.
you've heard about 3-4 days, someone usually comes. The Jackawares, their job was to collect animals. They bring them in. They usually house them in this area where all of you were fighting. Kind of keep them in cages that they've already been placed in. Some of them they kind of take a liking to, maybe turn them into the next meal. Some of them they kind of chain up if they're a little too rowdy, or they might have use for them later. You're not quite sure. But usually an individual with a couple of lackeys comes every about 3-4 days to collect everything. And between about five of them, they take all the caged animals, pay Elson and the group, and state that they will come back in a few more days in the same interval. It's gone on for a while now, and while you have been in captivity, you're not quite sure. It's usually the figures you've seen heavily obscured, especially here in the darkness, but one is definitely bigger than the rest in terms of stature.
Okay. How long has she been here? Just out of curiosity. Does she even know? She may not know.
I would say at least a month or so.
Okay.
About a month and a half at most.
Okay.
So Azazel, you hear Elson's words, and this time you can kind of hear the calmness. There is that snarky, that is that snide attitude he has, but you can pick apart the words and in between, and there's like a calmness, a truthness to what he speaks. Almost this defeated tone, but layered with a bit of kind of amusement at the mentioning of this individual that he has been hired on by and wanting you to go find out for yourself.
Well, I thank you for your candor, and I apologize for the humility you had to feel in order to bring it forth.
That all you wanted to know? No other questions? No snide remarks? No interesting things to ask?
I want my stuff.
Yeah, her stuff first. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a remark.
By all means.
Perhaps now you reconsider your line of work, your place in this world, your treatment of the environment around you, or the moon will take her vengeance through me. Find how best to use her blessing.
Then make an intimidation check for me.
That's
Seems
super
pretty
good
impressive.
for me.
I don't know.
He's a scary boy.
Not the best of these.
Ooh, but
That's
hey. Oh.
That's a 12.
Well,
I know when I've been beaten, I know how much stronger you all might be. But I also know that wild animals can't always be taught and tamed. And as much as I don't like to admit it, I am a bit of a wild animal. It's what we all are. But I know this is merely, my bark is better than my bite. I'll leave you be. Lark,
Come get your crap and be gone.
Wait, Lark, before you go, I'll set the little lizard down in front of me. Could you maybe just do you have one of those like Healy spells in you? You think you could
What
just?
do you need?
You think you could just heal this little creature here?
I do.
Well, one of you could do it. That would be fantastic.
By all means,
I would like
Yeah,
to tend
if-
to this creature,
Zoro.
and I also
Yes.
don't know if you are a shape changer.
Which, the creature or me?
You,
Oh, me? No. Just a regular old human.
the moon
Is
will
that the
reveal.
truth?
They looked like humans too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. How would you check? I'm not going into that moonbeam. That hurts.
And it's about the time that you say that it goes.
I'll walk up and sniff Lark.
I'm just a
but
really
yeah, I'll
good
give him
cook.
cure
She
wounds.
smells like cookies.
Yeah. No,
I
This-
could just like
this
I could
one
just,
actually
detect her thoughts. That's like a thing. that
smells
we can
good.
do.
You guys release the Jaguar you have in your captivity.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's going to get her stuff.
Be good now.
He kind of rushes a few feet away and just stands. In the end, just watching. He looks pretty peeved, but he knows he ain't gonna do anything.
She gets her stuff.
All right.
And actually, you know what? She takes
Mhm.
there's a little pouch that she has. She has a couple of these probably on her person. It's why she smells like cookies. So she takes one of the pouches of cookies and she sets it on nearby table by head guy to remember me by. You be good.
He
Oh.
glances over at the small pouch of essentially baked goods.
Hmm.
Looks at you. There's almost this sad recognition. He does keep his angered and annoyed face always, but there is that hint of sympathy that he realizes you're giving him. He doesn't nod, he doesn't respond, he just
Nope.
watches
And
you.
she turns away. Actually, she gives him her back. She's not really worried at this point. She's walking away.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything. He just watches you walk away.
Okay. He has her stuff. She's all good. She goes back down the stairs. Huh. Well, that's done. Thank you.
Well, pick up the. How big is this like baby lizard thing?
I'd say it's almost the same size as Orn.
Baby,
Maybe about a-
baby lizard.
It's
not
hang on, if memory serves, it's
I was picturing
considered
like a
small. It's
2-3
probably
foot
like
lizard.
no, it's something more along the lines of like dwarven size and
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So
maybe
it's like
about
a
like 4 foot,
Wow, it's big.
pretty much.
Who
do you calling a baby?
But
Wait, is it hungry?
well, it's go up to it and just sort of like shrug his head, and I say, "Awaken, young one. It is time for a new day."
Not the mama.
You cast your, I'm assuming, cure wounds or heal word, but
Cure wounds, 6 points.
6
Oh.
points. You cast your cure wounds. And this creature kind of like comes back to awakening a little bit. It looks at all of you. It's still a bit weak. It's in a weakened state, but it looks at all of you, unsure of how to respond or how to move, and it's kind of like
Lark
gets
gets
back-
down and offers it a cookie.
Yeah. Azazel would have like sat cross-legged to be kind of like eye to eye with it when it wakes up, and just kind of sitting there with his hands like very obviously in display, showing, "I don't have a weapon. I'm sorry that I knocked you the hell out."
I'll say, Lark, make an animal handling check for me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bad Debbie.
Easy.
Does Lark have to play with one hand from now on?
Nope.
Nope. It's rolling so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
No,
offer
she
this
rolled
cookie.
really well. Yeah, so that's
the
a
creature-
22. Wow.
This little creature actually kind of pokes its head forward a little bit, sniffs it, opens its maw, and you can see like the tongue kind of come out a little bit. It's a little bit more slender and just kind of almost like steals the cookie without fully biting into your hand.
Mhm.
Almost like grazing and just choosing. You hear like this little rumbling in its throat and in its chest.
See, everything's better with cookies.
Fair enough.
Speaking of cookies,
Mhm.
we're gonna take a quick break. 'Cause
Oh.
we all need some
Yay.
cookies.
Yo.
So we rolled that one natural one. So if you feel
did.
comfortable enough, if you want to, if you can come support. Please donate at least $1 tonight. Might have more. You can always donate more. But in the meantime, go get yourself some milk and cookies, or cookies and what other beverage, or just cookies themselves, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna get a cookie.
Hey, what happened to the stream? The D&D!
Stay tuned, adventurers. We'll be right back.
Oh, I get it. Pee break.
Woo!
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had some delicious cookies with some delicious milk. And if you can't have milk because you're allergic, maybe soy or almond. And if you're allergic to that, always hit up Bailey's.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you're not interested in any of that, then you know what? I don't know. There's pies and cakes,
Water.
and muffins, and other things that have sugar. You might as well just go eat sugar.
And if you're allergic to sugar, well, then you're go fuck yourself. No.
Jeez.
That is. Not
Eat a spoonful of
I'm
salt and
kidding.
shut
There
up.
are
Oh my
alternatives.
god.
There are alternatives.
I'm
There
sorry.
are.
In any case.
Kidding,
Oh,
kidding,
salt.
kidding,
I want-
kidding.
Spreading light and goodness today, right?
Spoonful of sugar puts a fist in your mouth. Anyways, last we left off before the cookie break, the group convinced the Jackalwares to answer some of their questions. They met with a supposed hostage of the Jackalwares by the name of L.O.R.E, who is happily free to now venture off on our own. And you've now acquired this little creature who you somehow befriended is a strong word, but at least have their attention.
Doesn't
Healed
hate
it.
us.
Doesn't hate you. Yet. Maybe. Who knows?
I'll run over to Little Flower.
I was going to say, Doxia comes rushing over at this point because I kind of forget she was there. But she would have stayed there anyways. And she comes rushing over, looking. It's like, Orin, you look pretty bad. You can look at this point. You see Orin. Orin is just kind of slightly hunched over, breathing heavily, and just pretty messed up.
Oh, well, let me help you with that. Hold on just a moment. She actually takes out a healing kit, which she now has. And I have this handy little feat. So she can use one of her uses of the healing kit. And I believe, let me just, features and traits.
I see.
Okay, so I believe it's a d6 plus 4 plus more because she has a feat, and I think it will work.
The
Utility?
healer.
I'm not sure where it is though. Features, healer.
It'd be features, and it'll be feat section. But
Well, there's the healer. I found
you
it.
can spend one use of your healer's kit
Yeah.
to tend to a creature and restore a d6 plus 4 hit points to it, plus additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice. Which
Okay,
in
so
this
for
case
Orin, plus
should be
5, right?
5, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
d6 plus 4 plus d6 plus 9. We'll just say.
okay. I'm just trying to figure out where the dice are that I actually can roll, unless I can roll it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, go for it.
You can. Should be able to.
Keep rolling.
So,
Dice are rolling.
so it's 3 plus 4, which is 7 plus 5, so 12.
Orin,
And I believe I can only do that once every 24 hours. But I can use that on pretty much anyone.
I don't know how everybody else is looking, but at least for Orn is...
Is it you can't do it for
Pretty bad.
24 hours, or that creature can't have
That
it done
creature.
for 24 hours?
That creature
Okay.
can't have it for 24 hours. I can do it to
Gotcha.
more people. Yeah. But it's a healer. It's a feat called healer.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So you see Lark go over to Orn and pull out this little kit with bandages, salves, and different ointments and gear, and she begins patching up Orn in different parts of their body.
And when she's
Orn
done,
feels a little bit better.
when she's done, she pats their hand and gives them a cookie from her pouch, which is chocolate chip.
Accurate.
Chocolate chip. Orn,
Here you go, dear.
Orn immediately takes the cookie, sniffs it.
While that's going on, Azazel's going to turn back around towards Elson and just say, yeah, by the way, Elson, where is it exactly you meet this mysterious figure? Does he just come to, like, the front entryway of your cave, or is it sort of, how does that work?
Usually just shows up.
Hmm.
I am a bit amused at you tending to this little creature here. Found yourself a new pet, I see.
It breathes and eats and drinks just like the rest of us. I don't see why it should be treated any different. I'm gonna turn back towards our little lizard friend, and I'll just kind of like squat down again to get eye level with it. And how is it looking? Is it looking scared, confused, happy, angry?
Say with your passive insight, it looks curious. More so than anything else. It's curious, but cautious.
Okay. Azazel's gonna slowly hold out his right hand, just kind of like snout level like this, and just kind of hold out his hand so it's like a few inches away from his snout, and just kind of see how he reacts.
By the way, I can't reattach fingers.
Mhm.
Just saying.
I'm not gonna lose any.
Okay.
Reels its head back slowly, watching. Do you have something in your hand, or are you just holding your hand out?
I'm just holding my hand out, and then if he starts pulling away, I'll just say, no, it's okay.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. Animal handling.
Ooh.
Oh, 7.
It reels back and doesn't really make perch with your hand. It doesn't go near it. It just kind of like moves its head back and just watches.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I don't know if you can understand me, but my name's Azazel Starflower. I'm sorry that we had to fight you. It's not right what they were doing to you, and I just wanted you to know that you're safe. And as long as you're not scared, you know, that's all right. That's a win for me. And I'll just kind of like start like slowly shuffling backwards without fully standing up.
Kind of stares at you every so often, looking at the others. You hear Elson call out,
Are you going to spend the rest of your days here training this pet in my cave, or are you going to go out on your own and do this elsewhere? I do have to clean up the dead now.
Yeah. Do you want help with that? I do feel kind of bad.
No. No,
Okay.
I don't. I want you to
That's-
leave.
Yep. All right. That's fair. It's cool if we wait for your mysterious figure just by setting up camp a little outside the cave. Would that be all right?
I don't really care. If you want to wait outside, wait outside.
Okay. Yeah. We'll wait outside then.
I think that would be best.
I stand up and I start like kind of walking away towards the entrance of the cave, and then after a few steps I'll just kind of like look back and give like a little "come on buddy" to the lizard and see if it follows us.
And it just stands there and looks at you all. Doesn't it? You can tell it's not quite sure what to do. It's not threatening you. It doesn't seem to feel threatened by any of you yet, or a reason to. But it doesn't know if it wants to follow you or just kind of figure out what it wants to do on its own.
I, turn back, seeing his like attempt at this, be like, "It is okay. The world is this way."
You're free.
I'll say with the collective group kind of like calmly conversing with this creature, it keeps maybe about a few feet away from you, but it ushers itself slowly towards the entrance of the cave.
As we're walking out, I'll look at between like L.O.R.E and Zoro and just be like, "Thank you. I've never been good with animals. It's never really been a strong suit." And upon saying that, Pepper will just kind of flit down and land on my shoulder. I'll just give him some scritches.
Right in the doorway, Lark puts down another cookie for the creature. She just puts it down and then she backs away. She's walking out.
It does walk a little bit quicker, sniffs the cookie, and chews on it. Doxia kind of leans into Trovic. Do we have a pet now or a new friend?
I don't know. Apparently, new ally. At least field medic. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I was just watching. Things got a little crazy, it seemed, at least from what I can make out in the darkness, but you all came out on top, which is good, which is really good.
Did you see Little Red Man drop dead?
I wasn't dead.
This is why Trovic tell you too dangerous for Little Flower right now.
Well, I mean, he did get swarmed. Maybe he just needs more training like I need more training.
Yes, but that could have been you, Little Flower.
Okay, I get it. Yes, the world's dangerous. But if I don't train, then let's say I do get caught up in a situation like that, how would I defend myself?
Well, you will be with the best, Trovic, right here, but until meantime, just make sure to stay safe.
Do my best. And as the two of them are kind of whispering to each other, and Lark, after the creature comes and takes a bite out of the cookie, Orn kind of like slowly walks up, looks at it, and tries speaking in, for those of you that know Draconic, they're trying to like talk to it. It's like, "Are you hungry?" I don't know if anybody speaks Draconic, but for those that don't, it's like you just oh, you do? So you hear Orn kind of speaking out. "Are you hungry? Was it good? Do you like fish? I miss fish." And Orn is just kind of like having this weird little banter with it, and the creature's just staring at it, confused.
So it doesn't understand? Or it does understand?
It looks like it's trying to, but it's not quite grasping what Orn is saying. Though there is like this moment where Orn is getting a little bit closer and kind of poking it a little bit. They go over poke it, and the creature's like, and it with its little claw pokes Orn back, and Orn's like, and they kind of just the odd like couple seconds that they just poke each other.
Lark's just kind of looking back at this, not really giving any indication that she's understanding what Orn is saying, but she smiles a little as they poke each other.
Azazel looks back to the lizard poking the lizard and this mysterious woman giggling about it, and is just like flipping through a spell book like, "Weird fucking day, okay." And when we get outside, I'm gonna look for very specifically kind of like how do I describe it? Like some sort of like, because there's like rock formations outside, yeah.
Mostly against the wall itself. Like it's almost a higher up cliffside, or like a ridge built into that has kind of collapsed on this larger hill and has just become rocky over time.
Okay, so Azazel is kind of looking for a space where there's either like an indent through these formations, like a fairly sizable one, or some sort of area where, at least to his best estimations, they would be able to see people approaching the cave, but they wouldn't necessarily see them.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Can I
Zorro
help
was a
him with
druid.
this?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Sure.
You know, you'd probably know really well where.
Hey Zorro, help me find this spot, and then I describe what I'm looking
Just
for.
like I kind of like instinctively know what you are
Mm-hmm.
like looking for because I have the same idea. So either you want to roll with advantage or we'll both roll.
You just roll with advantage while I start preparing a ritual.
So you will help me. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
Well,
there
good
you go.
thing. That's a 25.
25. So you're looking for like an indentation into in the area. There is a section more so on the right where it kind of curves a little bit further. Almost, I don't want to say perfectly circular, but it's got more of a curved section that kind of bends around this ridge to the hillside to the right. You could potentially sit tight there or spend some time there, and it's maybe about 20 feet away from the cave entrance. However, while looking around, you all immediately hear and see a group of individuals approach.
Oh, son of a bitch! I thought we had more time. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, fuck.
And it's in that moment of you glancing about, you see, oh, look, we can sit there, and then see just the footfalls stop, maybe about 40, 50 feet away from you. You see 5 individuals, and this large fox-like creature, but but maybe the size of, I don't know, maybe like the size of like an elephant. And you immediately pick up the features of it. It's got like purplish fur with little tinges of white around the neck and the paws. Simple like black edges of line marks, almost like patterns along its body. But it also has furred wings and these large sharp claws at the ends of its forearms. And you immediately, can't remember who was part of that conversation, but I'm pretty sure at least Azazel was. You immediately recognize this type of creature. This was something that Merlit had described back in Boamar, that the hunters had just recently encountered, and they were calling it a Vulpentile. They weren't sure what it was, but it looked like this. This creature is maybe about 14 feet in height. And the 5 individuals that you see, they're kind of spread apart from each other, at least 10, almost 15 feet apart from each other. 4 individuals all wearing similar gear, weapons at the ready, all of them having heavy crossbows. You see one individual, an elf, another one, a half-orc, another one, a human, and the last one, I believe, was a half-elf. Just check that. An elf, a half-elf, a half-orc, and a human. All standing about 10 to 15 feet apart from each other, kind of facing towards the cave. And this much larger individual, heavily cloaked, though you can make out what looks like these thick leathery boots. Excuse me. Maybe almost 7 foot tall, whereas the rest of them kind of vary between 5.5 to just above 6 foot. This individual stands almost 7 feet tall, and just standing almost in the center of this group, looking at them all. There's no response. There's no the creature is kind of like looming only a few feet back, just staring.
I'll tell Little Flower to hide behind tree if possible.
Have they
Or in
seen
bush.
us?
It's one of those, as you're all exiting the cave, they're approaching, and immediately
so
once
they see us
everybody
leaving.
kind of sees each other at the exact
Okay.
same time.
Yeah.
If I'm close enough, I would want to kind of shuffle behind Zoril out of their sight just long enough to cast a detect magic.
Do this. Essentially, this is what you all should see.
Oh.
Now you can reposition yourselves as you so choose around the cave entrance.
I'll push push Little Flower behind me, hide her behind me, and step step next to. Depending on where Zoril goes, just looking at the minis, but I'll try to stand in the front to a degree.
Rick is definitely in back.
You all see the larger individual kind of lean in closer to one of the other ones. It looks like the half orc, and almost leans down slightly and whispers into their ear. The half orc kind of nods. You see the cloak kind of like shift as their arms lift up, hands out. And you can see that at this point, you can kind of make out a bit of their features. A little bit more the lower jaw, kind of like very sturdy, thick jaw. Somewhat feminine in their physique, but heavy hides and furs, bones, and even mishmash of leather armor. As their hands reach up and then immediately clasps together and reach down. And you hear this strange sound as you all look above. And you see what looks like the rock itself begin to almost liquefy and ooze, and as a mudslide begins to emerge and just flow down the side of this cave towards you guys. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Can I do I have time to guidance before I make this attempt?
I'll say everybody can do one particular action beforehand, depending on what it is. So if you want to guidance yourself, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
I would just bamf Pepper away into his little pocket dimension so it doesn't get hurt.
Okay.
Actually, is that what it is? Is it a guidance that would do that, or it's a save, right? So it's not guidance. It's
That would have to be
something else.
bless.
That would be bless. Guidance would be an
Resistance.
ability check.
Resistance.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Resistance does it. Okay. So
Shit,
save,
guys.
Dexterity. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of you have a high enough passive perception to hear potentially what this individual said,
Uh-oh.
based on my roll.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 plus where can I get that D4 from? I'm trying to find out where it is.
So what you can do is type into this chat bubble in Foundry /R space 1D4.
Oh, okay, that works. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
can-
she basically gets a dirty 20.
Yeah, you can do that with any custom roll.
Got it. That's a good thing to know. Thank you.
Did anybody get above a 16
For what?
for a dexterity saving throw?
saving throw.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
I will roll for Doxia.
I got a 22.
22.
I would like to, as for my thing to do before combat, I turn sideways to Doxy as I have one hand on her, and I just whisper, "Run."
Okay. So anybody who got above a 16, you take half damage, which is, I think, 9. Whoops. Yeah, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Anyone who got under 16 takes the full 19, which does include Doxia and this little lizard creature that you guys brought with you.
God damn.
As this rock begins to liquefy and a huge mudslide comes crashing down. Anybody who also did fail is buried under the mud.
Sure.
Ouch.
Can I use my stone's endurance to decrease the damage?
Sure.
I mean, I'm enduring some stone, so...
Literally.
Okay, as soon as that comes crashing down, I want to do a thing. Am I able to do a thing right now?
Did you succeed or did you fail?
I succeeded.
Okay. Succeeded. Okay.
And you said it was
What did you want to
9 damage if succeeded?
Yes. So,
Wow.
16. If you rolled a 16 and above, it's 9 bludgeoning damage. If you rolled less than 16, it's 19, and you are technically covered in mud. So it reduces your movement speed by 10 feet.
So, upon getting bludgeoned with some of this stuff, Azazel is going to have this chilling mist surround him. I'm going to Misty Step right behind the leader person here. And once I've teleported like behind them, I'm just going to have like a short sword to their neck and like a hand sparking with like shocking grasp ready to go. And I said, how about we all calm the fuck down for a second, all right?
Yeah. Meet our interpreter.
Meet our interpreter.
Azazel, the negotiator. Coming to a theater near you.
Oh, was I supposed to roll a thing for that? I didn't hear it.
No. So you
Okay.
Misty stepped and you kind of like, in a weird way, almost hold this individual hostage.
I guess I wouldn't be holding it to their neck. It'd be like putting it right in between like a couple of ribs. They're tall. But yeah.
The individual kind of like slowly turns, not even like almost unfazed, looks at you, and you for a moment you get an actual you get a glance at their face, and you see like these dark circles on this Goliath face, female, with a series of black markings, almost like a crown on their forehead specifically. And she kind of just looks at you with these glaring eyes, stern face, no stoic look, no emotion, no reaction. Kind of turns back, almost like essentially ignoring you. Puts her attention towards the tree just a few feet away, and you watch as part of the tree begins to split open. As she turns her hand over, and it begins to split open and almost create like this opening within the tree itself as this energy begins to flow inward. And she immediately just starts walking away towards it.
Oh.
Do you do anything?
Oh boy. Yeah, we're not done talking. As she starts walking away, I'll probably just be like, we're not. I've got some questions to ask you, and you're going to answer them.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want them to be answered immediately.
And assuming she ignores that,
What is your
Azazel-
favorite color?
What
As
is
is
your
like-
quest?
Are you the one who made that giant lizard thing? What's exactly your end game here?
Walks towards the tree, and you see she clasps the sides of what looks like this gateway. She looks back. She shakes her head, and almost like in this disappointment, and just steps through this tree as it closes behind her, and she disappears. At this point, you see the 4 individuals pull up their, having crossbows aimed and ready. They all look at you. 2 of them kind of point them towards you, Azazel. The other 2 point them towards the group, and the creature begins to just. You hear the half-orc. Kill him. I need you all to roll initiative.
Fuck me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hot damn!
Hey, guess who's out of Blade songs?
Yeah, I've been out of rage for a while now.
Yeah, I
Hold
have
up,
very
hold up.
little spells left.
This is gonna be interesting.
Mortal
We can't roll
Kombat!
because we're not in initiative.
I just added it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just like, wait. We got too many things going on.
Oh, well, that's me going last.
Oh, no you're not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, yes you are. Never mind.
yeah,
My
that's
dexterity's
okay.
higher than yours.
Oh yeah.
I
That was
got
a nice character to play for 2 sessions.
a session and a half.
I have faith.
Yeah,
I have faith.
session
Oh, I gotta
and a
roll
half.
for Orin. I'll roll
Let's
with
see.
you.
I'm out of 3rd level spells. I have 1 2nd level left. I've got a few first.
Rovik, did you roll?
I did. I wrote a bit, but it was before you did the thing, so it was a 12. If you want me to roll again, I can. It's up to you.
I already added it.
Okay, thanks. Question, DM, is
Yes.
the little lizard guy and little flower, they're both covered
They
in this
both-
mud?
Yes, they both failed their rolls. Doxy is
okay.
kind of like covered in this mud, but still moving around. The lizard has stopped moving and is kind of just buried and just kind of lying in the mud.
Okay.
Aw, poor little guy.
It was more than what it could handle for the small amount of hit points it had left. But I think that's everyone.
I thought Zoral had healed it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, not
Oh,
enough
okay.
for the full
I mean-
damage of that.
I held him for 6 and he took 19.
Oh,
Mm.
ouch. Okay.
There we
Yeah.
Okay, so the first stat for my new character is 13.
So, you got all of you are currently, some of you that are currently buried in the mud, are now addressing these 4 individuals, all similarly dressed, with orders, at least from what your understanding is, to kill you all. And this large other creature kind of standing in front of you, over you, Azazel. So first is Trovik, Zoral on deck, and then it's the Vulpentile. So
All right. Out of character, do we have health potions?
do any
Nope.
of you have health
Nope.
potions?
I'm confusing Thursday. That's what happens. Okay. My bad. All right. I'm gonna dig out. I'm gonna make sure that Little Flower is okay first.
She's okay. She took the mud itself became heavy, and there were little bits of stone that still didn't fully dissolve that kind of crashed through and crashed
Okay.
down. It's obscured some of the cave itself, the entryway, but you could also attempt to dig through it if you so choose to. But she's slowly making her way out of the mud.
Okay. All
She
right.
looks a bit rough though.
All right. I'm going to just tell her to stay put. Don't go anywhere. And where's this half orc at?
The half orc.
Was that the one?
This is
Right
the
there?
half orc.
Okay.
This is the elf. This
Okay.
is the human. This is the half elf.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna mosey up to the half orc.
Sure.
And keeping the axe sheathed. And just say, look. Clearly, you have ambushed us. This is not fair fight. So let us settle this with one champion versus another. And call it day. There's no need for more bloodshed. And last thing I would say is, from one orc to another.
He raises an eyebrow in confusion, but his expression and his demeanor don't change.
I'll whip out my axe and just put it in the ground like thump, and beat on my chest and be like, you, me, settle this.
Are you standing like up in front of him, or are you?
Yeah. I forgot to move my piece. I keep doing this. Yeah. So right there.
Okay. Kind of like he's got this raised eyebrow. Slowly goes back to his expressionless face. Sorry, dude. We gotta kill you. That's all there is to it.
But I have no more rages. One last attempt. I'll just I'm just going to say, look, let them leave. You take me.
Make a persuasion check for me.
All right. I'm going to use my one inspiration. Please. What? Fuck you.
No.
I don't think any of our inspirations have gone really well.
Yes.
Throw that die.
He looks at you and doesn't say anything further. He's got his crossbow at the hand and he's ready to fire it at you.
I don't want to hold up any more time, so I'll just stand there and with the axe in the ground, standing there like that, like.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. Are you not entertained?
Zorro, you're up.
So I'm buried in this mud. Am I like prone or restrained or what?
No, your movement speed is reduced by 10 while in the mud.
Gotcha.
If you failed the dex saving throw.
Okay. We do not know if this is a fight that we can win, but we do not have a choice. Perhaps this is what is best. If you are the ones who is unbalancing the nature, nature will correct your course. And nature acts through me. And as I'm saying this, these dark clouds begin to form in this space once again. And my eyes glow that sort of electric blue. And I look at the two guys who are right in front of me, and I focus on the space in between them, casting. Well, I can't cast it here, but I'll cast a call lightning.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Trovik is trembling. Oh god.
And
Oh no.
Oh shit.
yeah. So point, and each creature within 5 feet. So I'm going to bring a lightning bolt down here, here, to hopefully get these two in it.
5 foot space, correct?
Yeah, each creature within 5 feet of the point.
Yeah, it should hit them both.
Okay.
So that is fun and cool.
It's not an already cloudy day, right?
I mean, it is snowing here. This darkened cloud appears above the group. They all kind of ready to take fire, look up as a bolt of lightning strikes down between the two, the human and the elf.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a 19 for the first one and a 19 for the second one.
Okay, I don't like them. So it would be 15 damage. They take half damage.
7 points of lightning damage as the human and the elf individuals quickly dart in both directions, though the lightning bolt cascading on the ground kind of just lick up the sides of their legs a little bit as they kind of feel a little bit of it, but do not take the full force of the brunt.
That's okay. I just sort of like move, kind of. I don't know. In this, I'm just going to like move over here.
Okay.
But I don't have a lot of movement, and I don't have anything else to do unless we took a short rest.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for me.
All right, that ends your turn. Azazel, you are on deck, but it's this creature who's standing in front of you. It kind of looks down at you.
Oof.
I extend my hand slowly.
The music from How to Train Your Dragon starts playing.
You hear one of the individuals call out, "Secum!" And the creature kind of like almost looks like it's gonna it gets down on a little bit lower as if it's gonna pounce, and then just both its claws go straight for you.
Oh.
In like a vice grip motion.
That's okay. I got a D6 hit die, guys. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
That's an 18.
Oof.
I cast the shield spell to give myself 20 AC.
Okay.
Nice.
The second one I rolled a 21.
Ooh.
So you
Gosh,
cast
dang it.
It goes both claws, but you're only able to block one side from its claws as it clashes onto your ethereal shield, but the other larger, almost hooked claws ring into your side. 7 points of slashing damage. And then it begins to take flight as you see its fur-lined wings kind of like, and it goes up maybe about 30 feet in the air, but it's going to use its bonus action to disengage.
Oh, cheeky dick.
As you hear it kind of like fly up, and all of you see this creature begin to rise higher. But Azazel, it is your turn.
Oh, cheeky dick. Okay. Oh no. So am I still technically within this thing's melee range? I'm not, right?
No, it is 30 feet directly above you.
Okay, yeah. Oh, getting some distance then while I can. I'm gonna.
All right.
Oh, geez. There's no safe place here. I'm just gonna like boot, scoot, and boogie Brooks and Dunn over to this guy.
Okay.
And oh gosh, I don't know. I'm just gonna I'm gonna shocking grasp him. I'm gonna
Okay.
shocking grasp it.
Shocking grasp it.
All right, go for an attack roll.
I'm a grasp
Is he wearing armor made of metal by chance?
They are wearing leather armor.
Okay, never mind.
peasants?
11.
11 just hits.
Thank God for that armor.
I was about to use saving face. I'm so glad I don't have to.
Nice.
Nice. That's 10 points of lightning damage to this guy. It's zappy zappy, and then I'm gonna take advantage of him not having a reaction to. I use 10 feet of movement to get here. I'm not able to like go through his space, right? I would have to like go around him and enter this guy's space. Okay.
I mean, you can attempt to try and force your way through him. It'll be like an athletics against an athletics check or a dexterity against athletics.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try and go through him with some sort of, I'll try and do some fancy footwork to like jump over him or do a little football spin move or something to get past him.
Okay.
Number 19.
So make an acrobatics check as part of your movement.
Right. I'm not blade songing. I don't have advantage on this one. Oh man.
Oh.
A natural 1.
That sure is.
Bruh.
We got another one, folks, before the end of the night.
Hey.
It's just the most pathetic sound. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm just sitting there.
You attempt, as this half-orc is addressing Trovic, who is trying to contest the battle, you kind of sneak up behind him and electrify his back. He kind of doubles over for a moment, and as you attempt to try and use some fancy footwork to get around him, he kind of swings back and hits you with the butt end of the crossbow, holding you in place and kind of throwing off your movement, but keeping you in spot. And he's now looking at you and he's pissed.
Would that have used up some of my remaining movement then?
Yes, I would say. How much movement did you have left?
I had 20 feet of movement left.
I would say maybe half of it, so you still have another 10 feet.
Oh boy.
I mean, if you're trying to look for cover, you can definitely go between some of the trees.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna boop, spidoop, hide in these trees over here.
Those are more bushes. It would be more so the spots where you can't see past. Those are all trees.
Oh yeah. I'm hiding. I'm hiding in the trees. I'll be back here. Hopefully the tree cover gives me some safety from the scary thing.
Wait and see.
It's possible.
It's possible. But does that end your turn?
Anything can happen in the woods. Yes, it is.
All right.
If you just imagine.
These individuals. This one was the elf. The elf is going to take a shot at Orn. The heavy crossbow. That is 17 hits. Nine points of piercing damage as the bolt kind of just. The elf kind of now gaining their footing again from the lightning bolt aims quickly and just fires off at Orn. What did I say? 9? 9.
Yep. 9! You said 9.
Rough. 9! It's going to end its turn. The second one. It's going to take a shot at you, Trovic. That is an 18.
Oh, yeah.
6 points of piercing damage as You're addressing this half-orc, and he's now turned his back to you. You go to grab your axe, and you feel a bolt hit you in the side of the shoulder.
Ugh.
The human... I'm going to roll a d4. Gonna hit Orn. Or attempt to hit Orn. Jesus Christ. The 21 to hit. That's 5 points piercing damage to Orn. Orn is got 8 HP left. Now this orc, this half-orc that you attacked Azazel, he's gonna take a step forward to look into behind the trees to try and snipe you. You do get half cover, so it's +2 to your AC, but he will try and attempt to take a shot at you. That's a 12.
That misses.
So he kind of takes a step forward, sees you behind near the trees, and he's just kind of like, and takes a bolt, and the bolt just hits the side of the tree. It is Orn's turn. L.O.R.E, you are on deck. Orn. Orn is going to, knowing Orn, gonna rush up and fucking smack a bitch.
Yeah.
Smack my bishop.
More, yeah, pretty much. Orn rushes the human and is gonna go for a couple of swings. You Madden. That's a 25 to hit.
Nice. With a punch.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. A little shitty on that.
Yeah, it's
okay.
in red.
5. Then a second swing. Another 25.
Nice.
A little bit better. 8 points. Orn is pissed. Orn is almost dead. So
Punch. They hurt my lizard friend.
Oh, not 88. It is. You see Orn kind of rush up, claw across this human's face. You see like slash marks, blood goes splattering. Another claw across the chest, rips the leather armor, and just kind of doubles over for a moment. Orn's gonna use action surge.
Yes.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
Action surge and make 2 more attacks.
Scales are like built-in brass knuckles, dude. Crazy.
Hey.
Unnatural, dirty 20.
Ooh.
I was hoping for a natural 20, but another 10 points of
Nice.
damage, and 1 more. Oh, that would have been nice for a 20. 15 still hits.
Knock this guy on his ass.
Orn rushes over, and you just see they just tear this human apart. He's just like, you see blood and parts of armor and some gear kind of go just shreds. She's like, kind of like a crazed, frenzied moment.
Do I see that through the trees, or do I just hear sounds of carnage?
You don't visibly see Orn. You kind of like make out, okay, it sounds like Orn, but you see this individual just kind of getting harried and harassed, like eviscerated from your vantage point, and they fall to the ground, lifeless.
Nice job, Orn.
Yeah.
Can she do anything else? Nope. That's the end of Orn's turn. L.O.R.E, you are up.
Okay, I can't see Azazel at this point, right?
No. Azazel, you
'Cause
saw
he's
rush
behind
off,
trees.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
rushed behind a series of trees, and it's now
Okay.
has some cover from it.
I did a bad. I hid from the healer.
not a good plan.
Probably not the
However,
most dire need.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have 1 teleport left in me. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you're gonna miss this one. She is using her first of 3rd level spells. She puts her hands together, she raises them up, She looks at her fellows and mass healing word. All of them. I can get up to 6, so I'm actually going to heal myself too, because I may as well. I'm going to roll it on D&D Beyond, just because I can actually see it there. Mass healing word. So everyone gets 12.
Nice.
So yeah, you can get everybody, unfortunately, except for Azazel.
For Azazel,
Hey.
yeah.
That puts me up to 14.
Okay, that puts me up to full. So
Because
Sorry,
I had
how much was
2.
it? 12.
12.
All right, so I'll give Orn another 12.
Whew, man.
That will also give, girl under.
Doxia.
Doxia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll give her back. I don't
Nice.
know. I mean, she could try healing the lizard creature. I don't know if it's like really dead or, but I have it, so.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can definitely heal the little creature. You see, you can kind of hear it rustling now and trying to like make its way through the mud. It's...
Okay.
Sorry,
And you
Azazel.
guys
This
are-
is the
you
new
guys
squad.
are noticing something. Her eyes are glowing a little. It's a very strange effect. Her eyes are just starting to, higher level spells. Takes a little more out of her.
Oh.
With like this opalescent glow in your eyes as you
Yeah.
cast this healing word of
It's a
rejuvenation.
very calming word.
Zoro regards you with his glowing eyes. And respect.
I see you
Azazel
go to
only
the
has
same eye doctor.
Yeah, apparently, yes.
Azazel only has one eye.
So she's cast that. Her action will be to help dig the girl and the lizard out of the mud so that we can all get away from here.
It's not too difficult. Yes, it's a bit squirmy and mucky, but
I just
you're
don't
able
want
to
them out in the open to be
you're-
shot at. That's yeah.
Fair.
So you pull them out of the mud.
And help the little creature too if he's, I don't know, revived.
Yeah, he's up now, or
Okay.
it's up now.
I'll help dig it out and her. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
The creature. So Doxia at this point heeding, she's like, "Thank you." And she kind of like looks around. She sees Trovik. She realizes Trovik said run. She starts going this way. She almost kind of like tries to bring the lizard creature with her.
Yeah. Good girl.
And it's a little, it seems a little disoriented from being knocked down on its ass a couple of times, but we'll say they kind of rush behind and pass Zoro, and they'll make it maybe about here.
Baby dragon.
Baby dragon, 2,000-year dragon. Maybe in time, who knows? Top of the round.
Does that make me time wizard?
Yes.
Trovik, you're up.
Which-
Zoro, you're on deck.
Which one shot at me? Is it dead?
If
Yeah.
it was the human.
Yeah.
It was the human shot at you in the side of the shoulder, on your right shoulder, but you look over and you see Orn has just eviscerated this guy.
I look at Orn and I say, good. And then I run into the half-orc and I say, we are going to finish what you are too pussy to start. And swing 2 axe hits. I can't.
Give him the old pitter patter.
Yeah. Can you do reckless attacks without raging? I'm new to barbarian.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. So can I do both reckless?
Sure.
Alright, so that would be advantage on both. So here we go. It's 1. 23.
For hits.
Alright, roll damage. I saw that one floating. 9 points of damage. Ooh, and because I have the slasher feat, his speed is reduced to 10 feet.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, reckless.
It is without wreck.
Yes. I'm an excellent driver. Drive on Mondays. 16. I'm sorry. 16 on the die. So yeah, 23. Again.
3 hits.
Alright. Roll damage. 8.
Points of slashing damage. And so you pull the bolt out of your arm, kind of nod over to Orn, and you take a couple steps rushing over. You pull your great axe, and you do kind of like this wide swing in a spiral twice. You slash across this half-orc's back as he's just like, ah, and then comes in, sweeps back down, and slash another slash across his back. And you just kind of like stare at him with this crazed and enraged look in your eye.
Bonus action. Hammering horns.
Mm-hmm.
It has to make a strength saving throw of DC 15, or he's pushed 10 feet away.
Strength saving throw. That would be a 7. He does have his back turned to you. So as you hit him the second time, he gets forced about 10 feet over and almost gets pushed into the side of the tree.
Nice.
But he catches himself. Ugh.
Jeez. I forgot how effective our fighter and barbarian are when they can actually hit something.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
He's like, you can see he's bleeding through his leathered armor, and he's looking pretty hurt as he's like holding himself up with his crossbow in his hand, kind of just hanging. He looks back at you. Does that end your turn?
And I just say, that will teach you to not fight like coward, or something. I fucked it up,
Okay.
But you know.
That's okay. Zoril, you are up.
I will call out, Trovik, do you want to finish that one?
Yes, this one is all mine. Thanks for asking.
And I will call down a bolt of lightning on top of this guy right here.
Okay.
Just right on his fucking head.
Dope.
Dexterity saving throw.
That is an 11.
That fails.
Epic fail.
He takes 16 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Lightning damage.
The cloud kind of crackles a little bit, and this half-elf kind of looks over at Trovik, ready to take a shot, and then all of a sudden, electrified, and just kind of drops to one knee, drops the crossbow, and you just see spits out blood. Looking pretty hurt now.
After it strikes them, and I see that they're still like, still kicking. Say, you know, with my the electric crackle of my glowing eyes, I'll say, "Run now."
To that half elf.
Mm-hmm.
They make an intimidation check for me.
Also so good at this.
Scary Zoril.
14.
14. This individual kind of looks up and slowly trying to get to their feet. But there's this little bit of fear that's kind of amassed in their eyes.
Just going to finish out my turn. I was just slowly walking towards them just as I say that.
All right.
And then just stop my turn like here, I guess.
Okay.
Badass.
That ends your turn. It's this creature's turn. It's now currently flying about 30 feet in the air. Okay, I have 3 people I could hit, so I'm gonna roll for it. I'm gonna re-roll on a 4. 1 is Orn, 2 is Zorul, 3 is Trovik. 1 is Orn. So,
Bananas.
Oh,
somebody roll a d6 for me.
1d6 coming up.
1d6. 4. 1, 2. All right. You see this creature as it's flying up in the air. You see it's kind of like, it almost sounds like it's starting to hork. And you can see like its body kind of retching a little bit. It opens its mouth and you see this, what looks like stone gets projectiled out of its mouth, and it's just coalesced in electricity as it just goes towards Orn.
Ooh. No.
Right?
That's a 21.
Oh, that's really bad.
Orn takes 27 points of lightning damage as this essentially electrified stone bomb kind of just projectiles and just impacts Orn. Orn is unconscious.
That'll do it.
And it's going to fly a little... I gotta pick the right thing. It's going to kind of flutter a little bit over. It's still above the tree line. You can all still see it, about 30 feet in the air, but it almost looks like it's kind of flying around a little bit as if it's ready to head towards somebody else. But that's the end of its turn. Azazel, you are up.
Oh boy, aren't I ever. Sorry, I'm looking up the range of a spell here. Okay. I'm going to move out from behind the trees first to get a view of everything that's going on.
So you see this creature from where you were, you see it shot out this lightning rock bomb essentially at Orn. Orn gets knocked over, completely electrified, and is now twitching on the ground. And you see all of you, like this stone kind of, the electricity around it is kind of disappearing, but it just sits in a smoldering just a few feet away.
Okay.
And you see this, the half elf to your right, kind of like just getting up, spitting up a little bit of blood, and you see the half orc that you were harassing before, kind of like leaning up against the tree, trying to hold himself up.
Okay. Knowing that these two guys over here are basically taken care of, oh boy, I'm going to... Oh, what's the distance here? 15. Okay.
25 feet.
I will... No, yeah, that's exactly how much movement I left. Okay, perfect. I don't have to Misty Step. I'm just gonna run up over Orn's body for this dick, and I'm gonna hit him with my short sword. Well, no, I'm gonna booming blade him. I'll booming blade him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Short sword, don't fail me now.
That unfortunately is a natural one.
It sure is.
You come rushing over and trying to impose yourself between Orn's fallen body and this elven individual. You kind of trip over a rock, almost trip over Orn, trying to make a strike and whiff, completely hitting the side of the ground. The elf kind of looks at you.
Wow. Hi.
Ooh, hello there. I'm just gonna kind of take like one pace this way to stay in his melee range, but at least direct his attacks away from Orin's body. And as I do that, I'm just gonna be like, Silvery, where the fuck are you? And I'm just gonna stand there ready to go. I'm worried I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Did that end your turn?
Yeah, well, it's easy to pretend. I know I'm not a fool.
Oh, Jesus.
Here it goes.
This elf kind of sets us, holding the heavy crossbow in two hands, without reloading, pulls in like from their side, pulls out a mace and tries to do like an upswing towards you.
I'll dodge it.
16?
Wait. I don't have Blade Song. I cast Shield to get me 20 AC. Oh boy.
20 AC. Okay.
Ooh.
They swing the mace and just rebounds off your ethereal shield. Kind of get strung back a bit, and then does like a wide horizontal strike, trying to break through it. It's even worse. Just immediately impacts, and they get kind of thrown a little off their foot for a moment.
Should have known better than to cheat a friend.
Oh, God. You need to leave.
And waste a chance that I've been given?
I mean, he looks like he's being teleported from Star Trek, so it looks like he's like halfway.
Yeah.
The half elf that you struck with lightning looks up at you, kind of wipes a little bit of blood off the mouth. There's no running. Pulls out the hot crossbow again and takes a shot at you, Zorul.
Really banking on that guy running.
That's a 5.
Nope.
Nice.
Nope. Kind of like they're shaking a little bit after even at the mention of saying this. Takes a shot, goes a little off kilter.
Stormtrooper.
The half orc drops the crossbow, pulls out his mace, kind of steps forward towards you, Trovik. All right, you want to go toe to toe? Let's go toe to toe, and starts and makes 2 swings at you with his mace.
Hoof. Toe to hoof. Hoof to hoof.
13.
That does. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's my AC.
13 just hits?
Yeah.
Okay. And the second one's a 21. So he kind of just he grazes you a little bit, just kind of clipping your shoulder
Yeah.
for 3 points of bludgeoning damage, appropriate. Just kind of like grazes you a little bit, almost scratching. But then on the follow-up swing, does like a backhand swing while leaning into it. 4 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Orn must make a death saving throw.
Are you still up?
Me?
Is Trovik still up? Yeah.
Single digits again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, same.
You're right. Hey, yo, single digits, bro.
That is one failure to Orn's death saving throw.
Twinsy digits.
Lark, it is your turn.
Well, guess what we gotta do? Okay, here's a question for you. If I cast a spell, like a full spell, can I also cast a cantrip?
You can cast a cantrip as an action.
Moving.
It has nothing to do with movement. So it's if you want to cast a cantrip and a spell, you can, unless you have something that specifies or you're a sorcerer, you can cast a cantrip as an action or a spell of first level or higher that has the bonus action tagged to it as a bonus action.
Okay, so if it's a bonus action, then I can cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
So
just
you could
double check and see
do-
what that is.
You could do something like
It
spiritual
is.
weapon
It
or
is
healing
a
word.
Bonus action.
Yeah,
It is a
Yeah.
bonus action.
it sure
Okay.
is.
Yeah. Okay, so mass
Cleric of
healing
the best
word,
class.
another one. Another
Another
one
mass-
goes out into the ether. Her eyes glow. She looks up, and everyone that is friends with her feels much better. Okay. So I am just gonna roll that.
You can technically get everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So 10. Everybody gets 10 back. I didn't need it, so it wouldn't go on me.
Okay.
But that would go on Orn. It would go on everyone basically. And then she looks up, aims 2 fingers at the elf, and sacred flames her. Let's hope. I have to roll that, right?
DM.
No, it's a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
Yes, it is a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
So, first of all, real quick, time out for 1 second. Sam says hi and just tipped $10 and said inspiration for all, and a helpful random NPC named Chuff falls into play.
Very cool.
What a chaotic bent. I love it.
Okay.
So yeah, she has to beat a
Dead
I
horse.
rolled. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind
the
because
dex of 15.
she rolled a 15.
Okay.
So
I tried.
the elf sees the sacred flame coming, but you do all have inspiration. If you didn't have it, you have it now. If you already had it,
Thanks, Sam.
thanks, Sam, and I will figure out Chuff,
Yeah.
an NPC named Chuff.
Upon feeling better and seeing a radiant flame shoot by, Azazel's just like, I'm buying her a drink if we get out of this. Holy shit.
If we live, yeah.
Yeah.
She's being very helpful right away. Oh my god.
That's it, guys. You get down again.
Yeah,
That's like
you're done.
I have 2 of those. That's it.
Oh wait, what?
Um,
I missed that completely.
What?
Yeah, who'd you heal?
Everyone.
Everyone.
So sick.
Everybody got 10.
Thank you, thank
So-
you.
That
So
10
heal
brought me
yourselves up.
from single digits to half because I am a wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squishy.
Yes.
And Lark, if that's the rest of your turn.
Yeah. I'm not moving.
All right.
I don't think I
and-
can move if I do those 2 at the same time. But okay.
Okay.
You can still
That
move.
that's the end of the round, and unfortunately, that's going to be the end of this session for today.
But a great way, dude. This is
Oh my God.
what a great session. Like, we should start sessions in combat more often. And then I was thinking that in the beginning. I'm like, wow, I'm hyper. I'm awake. This is fun. And then here we are doing it again.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
No, I love it, dude. This is.
Hey,
I like
as long as you guys
sweating
are having
bullets.
fun.
It's fun. I would just like some time to rest so that, you know,
Yes.
when I get more stuff, like I'm able to do things again.
Dude, being on
It's
the
fun,
verge of
I just
death
don't
makes
wanna
you
die.
think a lot more about what you can do.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
What does that feel like?
It's
Oh, cool.
exhilarating. I mean, exhilarating.
I mean, this is all I can do.
I mean, at the end of the day, there are many ways to complete a combat session. You don't necessarily have to fight everything to the death. You could always run away. You could always converse. It depends
But
on
you
how
know,
the
when
dice
they
like to
bring
roll.
a wall of mud down on you, there's really no
To
coming
be
back
fair.
from that.
To be fair, when they saw you, and they saw the bodies of all the jackals around and the wolves, which are not on the map, but when they saw them, they knew right away. It's like, no, get rid of them. It's like we're not having this conversation. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
In which case, back at ya.
We would like to parlay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
That's
but
that's
thank you everybody for coming out. We got 3 natural ones. 3? Was it 2 or 3? I know 2 for sure.
Oh, yeah. I think it was
3?
3. Like, I think Azazel
I had
earned
2,
most of them.
Ah.
I own 2 of them.
but
I
we
got
had one before break.
I got
Yes.
one. Yeah.
So we did have 3. So please donate if you would like to. 1-for-1 basis, so $3 to Penn State Children's Hospital. For those of you that did or did more, we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will definitely, Sam, think of the Chuff character, and I will instigate that in some way, shape, or form at the beginning of the next session. But
Why
Yeah.
don't
Thank
you
you all.
name the little lizard guy that?
Oh,
I mean, that's an idea.
it
That'd be
is.
a good name for him.
It is
Just call him Chuff.
an NPC.
Yeah.
It's an option. I'm not,
It
I'm not
It
saying
doesn't have
no.
to. I was just making a thought.
I'm not
making
saying
a
no. It
suggestion.
could be one of those, like, oh, damn it, I wanted a random person to come in. That's a possibility too.
Okay.
So, who knows? I'll think on
I
it.
won't ruin the random person. thing. I
Chuff,
was
Chuff
just
is
making a
Lark's
suggestion.
arch nemesis that makes brownies.
Ah,
How dare ye!
He's one of those damn
Mix-
cablers.
Yeah.
It's
Lark
like
and her
pies or cakes
cookies.
or something. It's
he's
possible.
happy to share the baked goods.
Ah. But until next time, everyone, thanks for coming out. Remember, be good to each other, be awesome, and beat hate with love. Have a good night.
Goodbye.